Should we get lost in the illusion of life? The illusion of life. Ooh. Look. Look at you. This is you. That's you right there. You're a sim. That's me. This is me, the black one. Now, should we lose ourselves in the illusion of life? Let's settle down for a second, and take the analogy that is a game, The Sims, Minecraft, Skyrim, whatever. This also applies to people who don't like games. If you don't like games and you're a guy, you probably like cars. Should you get lost in the idea of, ooh, I want to customize this part, that part, you know, if you sat there and thought about it, you know, there is no inherent meaning in the customization of your car. But if you dwell on that, then you lose the positive feeling that you get from the customization. So why would you dwell on the meaninglessness? Same for gamers. Why would you dwell on the meaninglessness of the game? Now, the same thing applies to our lives. While I'm this human playing a game, we extrapolate, maybe not the right word, and peel back a layer. I'm actually a spirit playing this human. I'm a spirit playing a human playing a game, and there's probably a game inside that game that I'm playing in Club Penguin. So, we're gonna use that analogy and follow along should we get lost in the illusion. So, it is a matter of preference, but let's understand why. Why would you? Why wouldn't you? When you get lost in the illusion, things can go wrong, but they can also be amazing. Let's say you found yourself. I am the spirit. I have recognized that I am the spirit and I'm not really this character. I am not a physical body. In fact, this whole world is fake. I'm just a piece of consciousness identifying with this being, interacting with my family and friends who are actually just me. Just other pieces of me. None of it's real. Alright, cool. I've understood that, and now I say, alright, I'm the spirit. Now what? You're the spirit, now what? Now I will meditate. Ah, peace. I am the spirit. Alright, I gotta stop meditating because I gotta go to work. You don't get to not play the game. Unless, there's one way to not play the game. But that is not the way to go, because we created, I, me, you, we created this illusion for a reason, and that was to have an experience. So, I'm gonna say maybe the way to go is let's have the best experience we can. I could play Minecraft. You remember that world, that Minecraft world? Sorry, Minecraft. You remember that Minecraft world you created with your friends about 10 years ago? Maybe it was 5 years ago. You remember that world? What's it doing now? Absolutely nothing. But while you were playing it, wasn't it so fun? Didn't you have an amazing experience, and now you can look back on those memories and go, ooh, nostalgia. Good nostalgia. Now, while you were playing Minecraft with your friends, what you could have done is sat there and think about how useless the experience is. Oh my god, this is meaningless. I'm just playing a game, Minecraft's not real. This diamond armor means nothing to me because I'm not really Steve. I'm not Steve in Minecraft, I'm this guy in a chair. You could have thought about that. Then you would have had a shit experience, and then you probably would have made the experience shit for your friends, and then if you continue with that mindset, if you continue with that mindset outside of Minecraft, then you'd make all your experiences shit. So the idea is give into the illusion. But what happens when we give into the illusion? When I forget that I'm a spirit and I'm not this character, if I begin to identify with this character, then when something goes wrong, everything goes wrong. If I forget that I'm a character in a chair, sorry, if I forget that I'm a guy in a chair playing a game, then when that character loses health, imagine I then started to freak out in my chair because I forgot. Let's say you were, maybe this one's more realistic. You put on a VR headset and you're playing a tightrope balance game. You give yourself into the illusion so much that when you fall off the tightrope, you actually fall on the floor. And then once you fall on the floor, you realize, oh my goodness, bro, how did I just fall? It's not even real. You take up the headset and then you're back in real life. Well, when you give yourself into the illusion so much that you forget that you're not this character, and you lose the ability to take off the headset, then when something goes wrong, it's just chaos. So, what do we do? Let's go over to my little friend, the diagram. Good old Mr. Diagram here. Let's say you're Mr. Spirit, big spirit boy, and you live life at 0. When you fully identify with the awareness, there is no ups and downs. At least not on the awareness end. All the ups and downs happen in this material reality, because this is where duality exists. Where your spirit is, or it's not, where awareness is, there is no duality. It's just stillness, it's nothing. There is no time, there is nothing, except the awareness. And so, if you want to identify with the spirit, with awareness, which is what you really are, what I really am, then I can go through life having pretty much no experience. Let's use that in our analogies. What if I was watching a scary movie, and instead of focusing on the scary movie, I was fully focused, 100% of my attention was focused on the fact that I'm sitting here in a chair outside the screen. I don't even have my eyes on the screen. What's that movie going to do for me? Absolutely nothing. It's not going to scare me. I'm not going to get the adrenaline. I'm not going to get any feelings. So the question is, why watch the movie at all? It becomes pretty meaningless. So, what we could do is give ourselves into the experience. Give ourselves up to the movie, give ourselves up to this illusion, and have a good experience. What does that look like? Well, as you give yourself into the movie, as you forget about your surroundings, don't worry about what's happening at work and what this guy and that guy's doing. You are fully focused on the movie, the lights are off, and it's getting tense. Amplitude up. Your emotions up and down, up and down, up and down. The degree to which you give yourself into the illusion is the degree to which you have, it's the degree to which your emotions fluctuate. So as you associate with awareness, you have pretty much no emotion, and you also don't have much experience other than an observation. You're just observing. Pretty bland. Now once you give yourself into the illusion, you can have a good experience. You also give yourself the potential to have a bad experience. That's the trade-off. But let's take a step back. The way I see it is, as we grow up, as we start to realize that we are not the physical body, we go from fully identifying with the body, fully being immersed in the illusion with negative experience, to disassociating from this illusion and this body, and then we associate with awareness. Then we come back and realize, well, what's the point of it? The point is to have the experience. And so now that we know we're awareness, we can play the game of life, but we can have a good experience. Why? Because I'm no longer connected, I'm no longer identified with whatever negative experiences this character has. And paradoxically, when we no longer identify or feed the negative experiences, we no longer have them, or at least they lessen until they disappear. So, what does it look like? Okay, so here we've got the ups and downs. We are now identified with the experience. We're giving ourselves into the illusion. And the balance that must be cultivated, which happens over time, you have to make the mistakes in order to cultivate this balance, is you'll be having ups and downs, but as things start to go good, you feel better and better. Your experience feels good and your quality of life goes up, and you start to get more and more immersed into the illusion until you lose yourself in it. And once you lose yourself in it, you start bloop 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 bloop. Because you forgot what you are, who you are, because you got too caught up in the physical reality, the material, you then start prioritizing the pleasure of the physical reality over the experience. And what does that actually mean materially? It means you started, for example, eating chocolate because now you're prioritizing the dopamine hits, the physical pleasure, and you made yourself overweight. You started sitting on the couch and watching movies all day because you started thinking that relaxing is the good experience. But then you get such a shit experience eventually that you remember, it triggers the, okay, I can't do this anymore, I need to resolve this. And then you go back to realizing your awareness. And in awareness, you discover that what a good experience actually is, it's not physical pleasure, it's a good experience is the result of enduring physical pain or exerting physical effort. So for example, going to the gym, communicating, well, chilling with friends, saying hello to people, fostering relationships, cooking, taking care of your body, doing well at work, creating value. It's all emotional and mental. That's what cultivates a good experience. You recognize that, and then you go, and then you go, alright, cool, you make your experience better. Then eventually your experience gets so good, you get lost in the sauce, you finally get that guy that you always wanted, ooh, and then you lose yourself, boom, now he hates you because you're too needy. And then you figure that out, and then you disconnect and you say, okay, I don't need him anymore, I'm perfect as I am, and then he loves you, and then you go, whoop, I'm amazing. And now he loves you so much that you give in to the experience again, and then you get attached to him, and now he hates you again because you're too needy. And eventually you will swing blah 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 until you hit the center. Well, it's more like, no, you hit the center, but the end result is you come here and then you don't forget who you are. You never forget that this is fake. You always remember that you're the guy in the chair playing the game. I'm the spirit playing the character. And for as long as I remember that, I don't get sucked into the illusion so that my experience goes negative again. So, in conclusion, should we get lost in the experience? Should we get lost in the illusion? No. Should we give in to the illusion? Yes. But we must maintain the awareness that we are not the character, so that we don't get so lost in the illusion that we destroy the experience. The best experience you can have is by giving yourself in to the experience as much as possible, having the emotional ups and downs, without forgetting that this is all just an illusion, but without dwelling on the futility of it. Enjoy it. You came here for a reason. You had this imagination for a reason. This is a dream. Make it a good one. Okay, peace out.